Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kelly Klepping, joining Brian Olson on this holiday update as Team JSD gears up for the new season. If you haven't put together your fantasy team for next year, we heard JSD's bench is deeper than ever with an incredible list of recent drafts.
That's right, Kelly. It can't get much better than this for JSD, especially with the recent mergers this past year with Stokel-Yonner Surveying out of Alexandria, Minnesota, and CJ Engineering out of Milwaukee.
Brian, we'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's break it down even further, starting with our planning team. Check out Taryn, who was drafted to join Jim, truly emerging as JSD's first environmental scientist. And this is adding to this team's already outstanding plays in community, neighborhood, and site master planning.
Yes, and it only gets better as the landscape architecture team completely blew their competition out of the water. Not only does JSD have 9 amazing starters who cover everything from parks and recreation to commercial sites of any size, but you follow that up with the new recruits, Josh, Gwen, and Hannah, and the master planning and landscape architecture game plans are being taken to a whole new level.
Brian, what I also love about JSD is their strategic move on John as their lead in structural engineering.
And coming off structural engineering, we have the entire line of civil engineers. Just look at the depth of this team. It's never ending as these guys show up to work day after day, cranking out those incredible site designs.
Yeah, it's healthcare, schools, industrial, mixed use, parks and rec, municipal projects. It's even residential neighborhoods. And what about commercial sites of any size?
That's right, Kelly. We can't forget they also put a huge footprint on DFD projects this year, and that recent merger with CJ Engineering added even more power to their lineup.
That's right, Brian. But I think other fantasy teams will tell you they fear JSD's development services team. With a handful of new recruits this year, the explosiveness of this group of players is truly unknown by a lot of the other firms out there. It's truly crazy.
I think that's what's most intimidating is this team does so many things right. We're talking site analysis and research, due diligence, legal document review, entitlements, and even permitting. Kelly, this team even creates comprehensive schedules to track these processes from project site assessment all the way to grand opening.
What about JSD's surveying team? Let's take a step back. These guys have been here since day one as JSD started as a surveying company back in 1995 and slowly built its tough surveying team. And as we shared earlier, JSD's recent merger with Stokel-Yonner Surveying catapulted the team to be even more fierce on the front line.
You know, these guys are out pounding the pavement day in and day out. Some days with massive rain or snow, blazing heat in the summers, or sub-zero temps in the winter. You gotta tip your hat to their determination.
Well, if there's one thing we can't forget, it's management behind the scenes, including HR and finance.
And what about JSD's marketing and business development team, throwing JSD's players in the spotlight whenever they can? Kelly, it's orange and navy everywhere.
And it takes a special breed to be JSD's project coordinators as they herd these special teams like cats to ensure projects make it out the door on time. Okay, we gotta wrap up this holiday update with a bow on top as we salute the team's owners who serve as the coaching staff. JSD has nearly 90 on staff and it's gonna continue growing.
That's right, they've made some gutsy moves in this last year, focusing on growth in their strategic plan, and Kelly, there's no looking back.
Well, there you have it, folks. I don't see how JSD can't be on your fantasy team watch list for 2025.
From JSD to you and your home team, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.